Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting and casino industries. This week in our state and national reports, we've got numbers regarding September, October, and November.
September. Wait. Let me guess. Hello, Arizona.
There you go.
Okay.
Deals, we've got a trio of Flutter deals to talk about.
Really? Okay.
Industry updates, licenses, launches, and closures.
That's sad.
Yes. And our legislative roundup will cover Wyoming, Massachusetts, and Minnesota updates.
Is this the third week in a row for Massachusetts updates? It just seems like Massachusetts every week.
They're busy.
Okay.
We'll be right back with our state and national reports.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. DebtFix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for DebtFix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call DebtFix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to start off our state and national reports in the state of Arizona, going back in time to the month of September.
Okay.
State of Arizona has reported a record gross gaming revenue in the month of September, and also their third monthly handle of at least $700 million.
All right.
State's total handle has passed $5 billion for the third consecutive year. And regarding some of the individual operators, we have Fanduel and BetMGM both losing market share. Fanduel losing about 3%. BetMGM has lost about 25% from the previous month, while DraftKings has remained the same, basically at 34% of the market.
Okay. With Arizona reporting, that's usually the last state to report, for the month. Usually they're bringing up the rear. Does that mean for September we have the national,
Top
by
10.
handle, by top 10 handle,
Top
by
10
state.
states by handle.
All right.
Number 1, New York.
Okay. Now let me guess.
Well,
Usually it's New Jersey or Illinois. I want to say New Jersey, number 2.
Illinois was number 2.
Damn.
New Jersey was number 3.
Oh,
and that ends the billion-dollar states. We have New York with $2 billion and Illinois and New Jersey with over $1 billion. Everybody else is below that. We've got Ohio and Pennsylvania rounding out the top 5. 6 through 10, we have Nevada, Arizona, Massachusetts, Virginia, and North Carolina broke the top 10.
Wow. Okay.
Good job, North Carolina.
North Carolina, is that the first time in the top 10?
Yes, for them.
And Massachusetts was 10, I think, for August, and it moved up to 8, if my memory serves me right. So.
Well, the record handles. Moving forward in the calendar, we have the state of Ohio with its October sports betting report. We've got state of Ohio reporting that its all-time total handle has passed $14 billion. Also, it reported its first handle of at least $900 million since it set its record high of $1.11 billion back in January of 23.
Okay.
So it's been a while since they've seen some kind of high handles there.
Some big betting in Ohio, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Year-to-date tax revenue, $146 million. That has already surpassed the entire fiscal year of 2023's total tax revenue, so that's good to see.
Good.
All-time mobile handle also passed $14 billion, and in terms of individual operators, we have Bet365 passing $1 billion in all-time handle for the state.
Okay.
Moving over to the Commonwealth of Virginia, their October sports betting report, record handle for the Commonwealth, as well as all-time total handle passing $19 billion.
Wow, okay, good.
State also recorded its second consecutive year of at least $500 million in gross gaming revenue, and it's also the first month, October, with $0 promo spend.
And also recently, Virginia opened up a couple new casinos.
Yep.
So great things happening in Virginia.
The Hard Rock Bristol.
Hard Rock and what is it? Caesars or something?
Caesars,
like that?
Virginia.
Caesars, Virginia. Yeah.
Moving out west, we've got Colorado. Colorado's October sports betting report. Third monthly handle of at least $600 million all time, to go hand in hand with its third largest monthly retail loss ever reported.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Record parlay handle in the state of $152 million and change. And table tennis.
Yes, give me my table tennis fix, because when you talk about Colorado, I always want to know about the table tennis handle.
Eighth most bet on sport.
Okay.
14.3 million in handle. All but 5,700 of it was done online.
Okay.
So it's always an online betting sport there. 2.4% of the total handle.
I guess that's one of those sports where you bet from your couch, huh? That's
I don't see a
it's
great
always
contingent.
mobile.
Yeah.
I don't go to the window and do the table tennis.
Yeah, you don't see a traveling contingent of table tennis retail bettors.
You'll have the duffel bag bettors going to the window for table tennis.
No.
So, okay.
Staying in October, we've got Louisiana reporting a record handle. All-time handle for the state also passed $8 billion. They also had a record mobile handle in October.
Wow, okay.
Kentucky, the only news coming out of Kentucky was DraftKings became the first online operator to accept $1 billion in handle.
Okay.
So they've been busy in Kentucky.
Yeah,
there.
wow. Okay. That's a big
Yes.
that's a big story, by the
Yes.
way. It's pretty cool.
Also, October was the first time the retail sports betting industry in Kentucky reported a loss.
Oh, okay.
Yep, revenue-wise.
Well, look, I mean, we're getting into the months where people stay home and bet. You know, they don't take that long ride to their sports book and throw down some money.
No.
So.
Last entry for the week here for state and national, we've got New York, week ending November 24th. Second consecutive week where it did not hit $500 million in weekly handle. It had 5 straight weeks before this, and now it's 2 straight weeks without it.
Huh. Okay.
Yep. Fifth consecutive week, though, of at least $50 million in gross gaming revenue. So they're doing good on the revenue side. Handle is not as high as it used to be.
Well, I guess they're not really betting on the Giants and the Jets, and rightly so. So, and when they are, they're winning.
Yes.
I guess that's what's happening here.
Fanduel's streak of 5 consecutive weeks with a handle of at least $200 million has ended. They were just under that at 190 and change. So that streak has ended for Fanduel there. That's it for this week's state and national reports. We're going to start talking deals right now. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we've got a trio of deals involving Flutter.
Okay.
Different divisions, but it's all Flutter.
Sure.
Pokerstars announced a partnership with the National Hockey League's Philadelphia Flyers, becoming one of the team's official sponsors, and also the first poker brand to collaborate with the team.
That's great. That's great.
Their Pokerstars will be working with the Flyers to for different activations, include winning tickets, signed memorabilia. There's also going to be tournaments being held on Pokerstars where people can win special prizes for the Flyers, and including a couple of different sweepstakes that are going on, as well as individual special poker tournaments. There are going to be different prizes for everything.
Can't wait.
The deal also includes Pokerstars branding at the Wells Fargo Center, as well as in TV spots that will run during the NHL broadcasts.
Great. Can't wait. I love my Flyers and I love my online poker.
So there you go.
All right.
Marriage made in heaven.
There
right
you
there.
go. I love it.
Staying with the Flutter stories, we have Fanduel announcing a partnership with the Professional Women's Hockey League, becoming an official sportsbook partner and exclusive in-app streaming partner in the United States for the league.
So what does that mean? They're streaming the games?
They will be streaming up to 90 regular season games
nice.
and the playoffs through the Fanduel app.
Okay. That's pretty
I'm
cool.
assuming Fanduel Sports Network could be possibly included in this as well.
Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting
Yes.
that. I was thinking of my app, so okay.
They're going to have watch and wager opportunities all the way through the broadcasts of the game. So kind of an interesting partnership to watch and see where it goes. They're also going to be seeing Fanduel as an integral part of PWHL games. That's hard to say.
Yeah, PWHL. PWHL.
Moving over to another Fanduel deal, we have Fanduel announcing a new partnership with the Major League Baseball Players Association.
Wow. Fanduel busy this week,
Yes,
huh? Making deals.
Well, this follows the dismissal of the lawsuit by the MLBPA against Fanduel. They're going to be expanding the use of the Major League Baseball players' intellectual property across its casino and sportsbook platforms in the U.S. and Canada, thanks to this deal.
See, that's great. Let's drop the lawsuit and let's make a deal. So
No, I think it's the other way around.
Okay.
Let's make a deal and drop the lawsuit.
If you make a deal, we'll drop the lawsuit.
Exactly. But they're going to be including player intellectual property in terms of customized betting and other marketing strategies to FanDuel's customers.
Great. Okay.
Last story of the week, we've got Sport Radar announcing a multi-year partnership with Major League Baseball. More baseball. This will be regarding baseball prospect scouting opportunities.
Interesting.
Sport Radar will supply the league with its synergy coaching and scouting solution, which does player analysis and event monitoring technology that could increase the scope of coverage from 3,300 games, which the Major League Baseball has right now, to more than 20,000 games.
Wow.
So about 600% boost in coverage.
What a time to be a baseball scout, huh?
Yeah, right.
All these tools at your fingertips. Oh my God! You don't have to travel to games in the bayou up the Midwest, some backwater town. And now you got it right on your computer.
Although I'm pretty sure some baseball purists are all pissed off at this.
I know. You know what? It's you're taking the human element out of the game. You know,
like those guys in Moneyball.
Yeah.
The baseball matches from college international, professional partner leagues, leading amateur tournaments, Appalachian League, MLB develops events. That's a different type of baseball scouting issue, and also top high school events.
Wow,
they're all the way down to high school.
They're actually streamlining the scouting profession.
Exactly.
That's great. I love that.
So, and this will be available to all 30 clubs in the Major League Baseball.
Perfect.
That's it for the deals. We'll be right back with our industry updates.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. Going to start off our industry update segment going up to New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Planning Board members have conditionally approved a site plan from Live Casinos, or the Cordish companies.
Wow, that's
to
great.
build a large-scale casino in the Mall of Rockingham Park.
Now, will that fall under the charity?
That's all they have
idea?
up there.
It'll be part of the charity network. I guess I don't even know what you call that.
Charity gaming industry up there.
Okay.
The plans call for a $160 million three-story live casino, over 900 historic racing machines, 40 gambling tables, including poker, a movie theater, event space, a sports lounge, golf simulators, and retail shops between the first 2 floors, and then the 3rd floor will be used for office space with an employee dining area and outdoor patio.
Wow. All right.
Sounds nice.
I know it is. What town is this in, by the way? What is this, Rockingham Park?
Rockingham.
Okay.
Until the winter sets in, the outdoor patio is not going to be
Well,
fun to
look,
be on, unless they got heaters.
Hey, look, they got golf simulators and shops and things like that. It's perfect for a wintertime casino. Yeah.
The developer said that if the town and owner of the mall agree, there could be more expansion in the future, including a hotel.
Wow. All right.
Going to be fun to see how that develops.
Nice. Yeah.
Going out to Arizona, we have the Navajo Nation announcing plans to open a gaming facility on property it owns just northeast of Flagstaff. The Navajo have already signed a deal, placed the land along Highway 89 into trust for the tribe, and the tribe will partner with the Navajo Nation Gaming Enterprise, the business arm of the Navajo Nation, which already operates 4 casinos in the Southwest, and they will be earning rent from the Navajo Nation Gaming Enterprise for use of the land to build another casino.
So everyone makes out.
Everyone makes out.
Look at that.
Over in Wyoming, the Wyoming Gaming Commission has given the green light for Thunder Plains Park, which is operated by Cowboy Racing.
All right.
To host racing events beginning in August 2025. It's a mile-long oval track, 80 feet wide at its narrowest, which means it can accommodate 12 horses racing side by side on the track. And it'll be the state's first and only full-size horse racing track.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes, Cowboy.
You would think Wyoming would have a lot of horse racing tracks, but no, they don't.
Well, they don't have full-size.
Okay, well,
they have quarter miles and all the other ones.
You need full size. You need to run free, and it's Wyoming. It's beautiful country out there where horses and ride free and things like that. So
yes, and going with that theme, they also Cowboy Racing also received approval to operate off-track betting.
Nice. Okay.
As well as
and while they're running free, you might as well make a buck on it.
There's nothing free about horse racing. You got to bet on it. And historic horse racing machines as well. They will have to apply and get approval once they select locations for all the off-site betting and gaming activities that they want to accomplish once they launch. Also, they have announced that they will be offering daily purses closer to $50,000 as opposed to most operators in the state offering purses of around $100,000 to $120,000 just to start out with.
Okay.
Going over to New York and staying in the horse racing industry.
Yeah, this part is sad.
Yes. Catskill Regional Off-Track Betting Corporation, otherwise known as Catskill OTB, announced that they have ended all operations. Actually, they ended them at the end of November.
Well, that's sad. I mean, that's ending in New York. Here in New Jersey, Freehold Racetrack is shutting down at the end of December. So it's sad. It's these are legendary and iconic aspects of the horse racing industry in this country, and it's sad to see them go.
Well, they had originally, when COVID hit, they had put out a whole number of betting kiosks and restaurants around the area, and they've since removed them, and the organization has stopped accepting bets.
Okay.
They cited financial difficulties and dwindling revenue as the main reason. They're hoping maybe something happens down the road where they can relaunch.
I hope so.
But as of 2023, they only had $9 million in handle on horse races through their doors.
Okay.
Sport Radar, again. We have Sport Radar unveiling its new micro markets for the industry. They have already done the ATP micro betting for the tennis tour. They will be rolling out baseball and basketball the first quarter of 2025, and Sport Radar is aiming to launch its football micro betting opportunities in the second quarter of 2025 as well.
Great.
Last but not least, we have the Nevada Gaming Commission. Over in Nevada, we have Nevada Gaming Commission adopting a new rule affecting past posting. Boy, how about reversing that one a little
past
bit?
Posting.
Past posting. Yes. Basically, sports books do not have to get permission from the commission to void those bets.
Okay.
Currently, they have to do that for everything. This new rule will change that option. They can do it on their own without having to get clearance from the Gaming Commission.
Okay.
That's it for the industry updates. We're going to finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting off the legislative roundup, we're going back to the state of Wyoming.
Wyoming. 2 stories in Wyoming?
Yes.
My goodness.
Wyoming Gaming Commission unanimously voted to amend its rules and put anyone found guilty of athlete harassment onto the state's involuntary exclusion list.
Good.
This follows their decision not to ban individual player props for collegiate sports. The commissioners, after long discussion, decided that it's not the betting that's the issue, it's the bettors.
Well,
Especially the bettors that harass athletes, coaches, officials, and others involved with sporting events.
they have a point. You know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
They join Ohio and West Virginia as the states that have regulations in place to penalize harassers.
Good. I'm glad.
I don't think that's the right word, harassers, but it's the people that harass everybody.
Well, you know what they're talking
Yes.
about. So.
Moving over to Massachusetts, the Mass Gaming Commission has ordered sportsbooks to supply the commission with data on limited bettors and VIPs, and they also approved a plan to collect data on the practices of limiting bettors and designating customers as VIPs from all the state's licensed sports betting operators.
Interesting.
Yeah, first step to actually legitimizing limiting bettors.
Well, look, that's going to be a big issue. I know in Europe, they're starting to look at, taking a look at the financial aspects of the bettors, see how much they can afford to lose. I'm not sure how that's going to fly. It's getting a little, hard to. I get what they're doing. It's just kind of hard to justify looking into someone's finances and determining for them what they can. What they can spend. Look, I understand their hearts are in the right place, but I'm not sure if looking at affordability of a bettor is one of those things that could, help someone. Certainly in the short run, it could, but I don't know. It seems a little too intrusive for my liking.
It's more of an issue of trying to stop problem gambling before it happens, and again, it's an issue that's got to be discussed thoroughly.
Yeah, no, it's a complex issue. I know Europe is really looking into affordability on the bettor's part, but we're in this country there's a lot of bettors who get annoyed about limitations put on them, and so I don't know where this is going to go. I know it's going to be a hot topic in the coming year, so keep a lookout for it.
Last story, we have Minnesota. State Senator John Marty announced his intention to refile a sports betting bill with a 40% tax rate, as well as other restrictive policies. This includes banning college proposition bets, in-game wagering, push notifications, sports betting advertising on public property, including stadiums, advertising during an event where at least 10% of the audience is under 21, and terms like risk-free bets are also banned under this proposed bill. Also, bill requires mobile sportsbooks to institute deposit loss limits, as well as activity limits, no more than 4 consecutive hours of play.
Yeah, like I said, affordability, finances. So it's going to be a conversation the coming year and the coming years. So get ready for it.
The bill also gives bettors the legal right to sue betting apps for deceptive practices and creates
whatever that means.
creates a red flag law as well.
Okay.
Basically, the red flag law would function like red flag law for guns. If I sense a family member is falling prey to sports betting, I report it to the gambling regulator, and they have to notify the platform. So I understand that one. That's actually not a bad idea, red flag law, but
it depends.
Got to be a little bit more than just I think.
I think you'll have to see the procedures that will be put on place to determine these things, and just like the affordability aspect of it, it all depends on what procedures people use to determine these things.
Yeah, and if you can get some corroborating evidence from the sports book itself before you report it, that's a whole other issue.
And it puts a lot of, also in Europe, they're talking about due process, expanded due process on the part of sports betting operators to see if there are problems with particular bettors. So, it puts a lot of pressure on sportsbook operators, but, we have to see what processes everyone uses to determine all these things and all these restrictions. So we'll see.
I'm just curious if this actually goes through and sports betting happens in Minnesota, and then online casinos, would online casinos have the same kind of treatment?
It depends.
So. Be interesting to watch. We'll see what happens with Minnesota anyway. They've had trouble trying to get it over the finish line over the last couple of years now. So
I think it's getting closer.
Everything's getting closer. That's the thing, but close is still not good.
Sure.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. As always, if you've been watching on TV, there's a ticker flying by below us with additional stories such as international as well as domestic casino stories, as well as entertainment stories for the gaming industry. And as always, once this show is released on Monday mornings, there will be a full print version of the book report on our blog, turnpikesports.us. It has stories we talked about here in this half hour. It has stories from the ticker, as well as stories we didn't have a chance to talk about anywhere else. So please check that out at your leisure. And as always, press releases, info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.